Hi guys, welcome back again to my YouTube channel. So in today's video, we're going to be learning how to achieve this lovely structured love shape sleeve. Okay, so if you're interested, you want to keep on watching and let's get started. So this is network material and I have this little piece left. Okay, the leftover piece. So right now, I'll just fold it into two like this. You choose the wrong part of the fabric, fold it into two like this, then make a straight line to serve as your starting point if you have this right up. Okay, so to determine the length of this heart, okay, we want to firstly cut out the heart, that's love shape, a big heart shape. You want to cut it out. So for that, I marked 9 inches for the length, and for the wideness, I marked 4 inches. Remember, my fabric is on a fold. Okay, so after making a straight line with the 4 inches, connect it to this other line. The next thing to do now is to bring my curve through. So I want to make a curve. Okay, I want to make a curve or a love shape. Okay, that love shape at the sleeve is what I want to get now. That is what I want to make. So you place your curve rule like this, then you connect it this way. Okay, can you see? So I'll just remove this curve. I'll use my free hand to blend it very well. Okay, so can you see what I'm doing here? This is very easy. Just watch what I'm doing. Go ahead and connect it. Just make the curve like this. So after that, I'll use my scissors to cut it out. So you see exactly how it looks. So guys, after cutting, I've opened it up. You can see how it looks. So now I'll mark the wrong side of the fabric. Okay, so the next thing to do now is just to fold it into two. Then I will measure what I have there. Place my tape like this. After folding it into two, you place your tape like this. You measure what you have there from the upper part to this other end, and what I have is 12 and a half. Okay, so since it's on a fold, I will multiply the 12 and a half by 2. Okay, since it's on a fold, so by 2 is 25 inches. So I'll just cut out a straight band for it. So this is the straight band. Already gonna head to cut this out of camera, and as you can see, so I just place my tape is on a fold, and what I have here is 12.5 inches. Okay, for the length, and for the wideness it is 3.5 inches. Okay, so this will be attached to this love shape. Okay, it will be attached like this. Okay, can you see? So the next thing you want to do is to make a curve at this band. Okay, this band, you're going to make a curve. You're not leaving it straight like this so that we don't have problem when attaching it to this love shape. You can see how the curve at the hem part is. You can see the sharp point there. That is what I want to create here. Okay, so you don't run into problems while attaching or try to attach it. Okay, so right now, what I'm going to do now is to come up here by 5 inches. As you can see, this is the length, 5 inches. I will also make my point of 5 inches like this. Okay. So after that, I will mark 1 inch here because we need allowance to attach it. So from that point, you go ahead and connect it to this other point. After that, you go ahead and cut it out. Okay. So after cutting, I want to blend it a little more bit. Okay. I don't want to have any sharp at that other side. So I just blend it this way. So yours should be exactly the same thing I have here. Can you see? Now after cutting, I'll open it up like this. You can see the curve or the shape we already have for the band. Okay. So the next thing you want to do again is to cut out an extra band. You will need an extra band to attach or to join on the second piece. Okay. So this is the band here. And for this other band, make sure it's on a fold like this. Then notch the center side, and again, remember we came up by 5 inches. From that chalk you are seeing here, you can see I made that point. From there to this other side, you can see it's 5 inches. Alright, so what I will do is to place my tape from that point to this chalk I marked, and it was 8 inches. What I have here was 8 inches. So I'll just place my tape, then mark the 8 inches here, then also go ahead and cut it out. As you can see I have exactly 8 inches, and for the wideness it is 3.5. Okay, so this sleeve did not get to the armhole. What I mean is the placement of the sleeve did not get through the armhole depth. Okay, so because of that I just marked 4.5 inches. Okay, this is for the shoulder. Okay, this is for the shoulder. I marked 4.5 inches, then I connected it to this other side, and I also came up by 1 inch connected to that side because we need it to have allowance. Okay, so after cutting, you can see what I have here. So I'll just trim out this little piece at the side. Okay, so this is how it will look like. Then also shape the both sleeve like this. The both hem curve is not the same, so you place one on top of the other, use your chalk to trace it out, then you cut it out. Okay, so that way you have the exact curve, okay, on both piece, as you can see, so you don't have any problem while joining. All right, so this is how everything should look like. You can see it's three-piece here. Make sure yours is the same thing. So what you should do next is to iron your peplum gum straight to it, then also cut out the lining. So for me, I'll use the same fabric to cut the lining as well. So after ironing, guys, you can see what I have here. This is a peplum gum stain. That is what I used. You should use yours as well. Okay, use the same thing. So the next thing I did was to notch the midpoint. Okay, you can see that I notched the midpoint of this three piece, and this is the lining. I also did the same thing on the lining as well. So I'll keep my lining aside, then work on this three piece here. Alright, so the next thing to do is to fold it into two, then notch the midpoint of the second piece. Okay, so after notching the midpoint, what I'll do first is to go ahead and attach. Okay, you just place it exactly on the center side, then go ahead and sew like this using your half an inch, and also do the same thing here as well. Okay, so guys, after sewing, you can see what I have here. I just sew the first and second piece first, then after that you notch it. Okay, you can see what I'm doing here. After sewing yours, go ahead and notch, then after notching, you turn it the right side like this. Okay, you can see the shape, you can see how beautiful it's already looking. Okay, so after turning to the right side, guys, this is what I have. So the next thing is to bring the third piece, which is this one. So this is the upper part, and you fold it into two, then notch the down side. This is the upper part, which is going to be attached to the shoulder side. Okay, that's the shoulder side of the sleeve. So do not join from the shoulder side of the sleeve, just join from the down part of the sleeve. Okay, you just place them like this. Make sure you place them at the center side, then go ahead and join with half an inch. So after joining, you can see what I have here. Can you see? This is what I have, guys, after I was done. Can you see? So I already joined the lining as well. This is the lining. Everything I did on this three piece, I did the same thing on the lining. Okay, so what I'll do on the lining now is just to turn it the right side, then you place them the right side facing each other. Okay, like this, then go ahead and arrange your lining in place. Make sure it's well relaxed. Then after that, you will have to sew with half an inch. Okay, just look at what I'm doing here. So I'll show you exactly how and where to start your sewing. You just start your sewing from that side, from that curved side, that V shape. You go ahead and start it from there using the same V curve. Then you sew it, end somewhere around the upper part. Also start from the other side and sew. Okay, just leave space so you can turn it to the right side. So guys, after sewing, you can see what I have here. So this is the space I left. I left space at the upper part because that is where I'll be attaching to the shoulder. Okay, so after turning everything outside right like this, after turning everything outside right, after turning everything outside right like this, the next thing to do is to make a top stitch. Okay, I'll go ahead and make a top stitch. So they took their light and I'm making use of natural light now. So now after turning to the right side, what I'm going to do is to make a top stitch just like this. You just fold in your lining about quarter of an inch. Do the same thing on the main fabric. Then you can see what I'm doing here. Fold them inside like this. Then go ahead and make your top stitch just like this. So after making my top stitch, you can see what I have here. Now our sleeve is ready. So after this, the next thing you want to do now is to add your designs. If you have any designs you want to add, go ahead and add it. Okay, so after doing that, you can now attach it to your dress. Okay, you just, this upper part here, you just place it on the shoulder of your dress. Then you tack it there. You can at least tack three different places or four different places, just at the top and at both sides. You just go ahead and tack. Okay, so I'll show you what I meant. So after placing it on the dress like this, okay, find the midpoint of the sleeve, the center side, then place it on the shoulder. Okay, and after that, you go ahead and tack here. You can see where I pinned here, just tack there. Okay, you tack it on your dress like that. So on the shoulder side, you also tack the shoulder side. Okay, can you see? Go ahead and tack this side, tack the side. Then also do the same thing on the side. Okay, you tack this other end. Okay, just give it a very nice tack, maybe in a four places or three places. Okay, so we have come to the end of today's tutorial. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you in my next one. Bye.